Festival has been really awesome. We've been able to grow together as a team, create bonds, and strengthen those bonds. And it's been really incredible. I wrote the last show that you guys are going to see. It's called Body Snatchers. I wrote it, I don't know what inspired the show. It just came to me. So, yeah. But anyways, I've been the festival coordinator, and it's just been really, really awesome to watch them all work together to bring this to life for you guys. And I thank you guys so much for coming out here to support us and to watch this show. So thank y'all. Y'all are honestly the stars of the show. So I'm gonna give it to Leanna.
So I directed Body Snatchers. And so kind of to give you an idea of this process, a little bit of a spoiler, there is a clown in the show. And fun fact about me, I hate clowns. So this has been really good exposure therapy for me, and I have loved every moment of it. And I'm super excited for you guys to get to see the show.
Alrighty, so I'm one who had directed the first show that you're going to see. It's called The Triage Between Us. Now, this basically is going to explain why you should update your emergency contact at a hospital daily, and why having it not been updated is why it's such a bad idea. May or may not be dramatic. Parents, feel free to explain to kids whatever happens.
Oh,
That's not like that.
Hello. Snyder wrote this show.
Oh yeah, she couldn't show up, but she sent her regards.
Hello, my name is Cole Hazen, and I wrote the audition. I wanted to write the audition. I wrote it about the film industry because it's something I'm very passionate about, and I put a lot of time and a lot of effort into it. It's very symbolic about the film industry. Every character represents a side of the film industry and how it works, because there's toxic side and there's not, and it's one big beautiful thing. And I hope you all enjoy it.
So I'm Harley Buff. I directed the audition. I've never directed before, so this is a really fun experience to do it all in 12 hours and just call it a day. But I've had a really good time with these girls. We've had a really good time. They've been so easy to work with, and I've just loved the script. So it's just been such a good process for us.
And it's the second show, by the way.
By the way.
Hi, my name is Rachel Neimanen. I wrote the third show that you're going to be seeing tonight. It's called Any and Every Circumstance. And so funnily enough, I was the writer, and then I also volunteered with Cash, like, oh, I'll also be an actor for it. I'd like, for the 24-hour play festival. And then as we were drawing names this morning, it just so happened that I was then chosen to act in the show that I wrote. And so I thought that was like a very cool way to, get to know the characters that I wrote a little bit more. But I wanted to kind of explore the concept of like the loss of friendship between two very close girls, and kind of what that there's a lot of conflicts and a lot of uncomfortability with all of that they experience, and a lot of conflict. So that's just something that's been weighing on my heart recently. Not quite as comedic, but messing it off the calendar.
So my name's Callie. I directed the third show, and I found out I was directing this morning, and I said, all right. So it's been a really wonderful experience. I'm also acting in that same show, so two-woman show with that one, and it's been really wonderful to work with Rachel and to work with the person who wrote the show, because we were able to work around each other and collaborate in a really beautiful way, and it's been really wonderful. So yeah.
Once again, thanks for coming to the 24-hour Play Festival, and we hope you enjoyed the show.
good news, Hallie. I'm Dr. Evans and overseeing your care. We had to perform an emergency appendectomy and reset one of the bones in your wrist. Because your appendix was punctured, we had to fully remove it. The procedure was authorized by our emergency contact through the phone.
How long will she have to stay?
We'll keep her overnight. If she remains stable, she'll be discharged by now.
Thank you. Leah? What are you doing here?
Who is this?
I came as soon as the hospital called.
Chandler, can you give us a minute?
What? Who is this man?
The one the hospital called.
I don't know who you think you are, but you need
Stop! Chandler, please give us a minute.
to... Hallie, are you serious?
Chandler, can you go for a minute, please? Liam,
Hallie,
what are you doing here?
I just wanted to see you, like I promised.
You made that promise when we were kids that you'd be there for us. Didn't expect you to keep it. I now have Chandler in my life.
Kids or not, if I love somebody, I don't break a promise.
I can't do this right now.
Why not?
Because you left.
I know, but I just...
You left what we had. You told me how that was more important to you than what we had. And you made that abundantly clear. And how much after the past 2 years haven't happened? I'm in a committed relationship now. And how do you think Chandler feels?
I don't care how he feels right now. You're the reason, he's the reason you're in this bed.
It was an accident, Liam. It's not the driver's fault when we were the ones who got T-boned. You don't have any reason to be mad at him.
Maybe I'm mad because he's the one who has you.
Nobody has me. I've got something to be had. If you're gonna talk like that, you can leave.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Hallie, I miss you.
Stop.
Why?
Please, just not right now.
I can say that the way I treated you was not fair. And you're right. I did pick my career in the military over the relationship that we had for 5 years. And, you know, I'm sorry.
Liam,
Hallie.
do I mean anything to you?
I mean, clearly you do. But, like, you're in the hospital bed right now because of him. I don't know, man. I mean, I think back to senior prom. You were beautiful. And I feel like the luckiest man in the world. It was like a queen singing their night, singing their lonely night.
Then why'd you leave?
I just knew it was gonna be gone for months on end. And it wasn't fair for me to make you wait.
I would have waited for you.
And I didn't want you to do that to yourself.
But that was my choice. You don't get to make decisions for me.
You're right.
I would have waited for you. I would have married you after we graduated. I loved you. I love you.
You can't do that.
What if I did?
Then I'd say you can't, because you have a boyfriend, Hallie.
But he's not you.
You're right. I'm not him.
Chandler,
I've heard enough.
please just let me.
You said you loved him,
I know. But
and that you still love him. It's almost been a year. I've spent these last months loving you, and you were thinking about him instead.
I'm sorry.
And I hope you're happy. You took the one thing in my life. And now I've just wasted the last 6 months loving a woman who didn't love me.
Sorry, man.
Don't say you're sorry. I know you're not. If it wasn't for you, we would have been married now. And we would have been celebrating with my family.
So, actually, we wouldn't have been celebrating with your family.
What do you mean? That's what you always wanted.
Yes, I always wanted to be married, but to the person I love. And you're not him. I'm sorry.
Did any of this mean anything to you?
Yes, it did.
Clearly, it did.
Don't raise your voice at her.
Or what? Fine. It's not worth it.
Now,
Liam, no, give me a minute. How about you sit in this chair and let me speak to you without interrupting me? I'm just don't know why you assumed you could make decisions for me and that I've been through so much in my life that I was heartbroken when you left me because you're the only one who has ever truly loved and cared about me.
sorry.
I know.
Can I do anything for you? Like, anything? Like, I'm sorry, like, I know this is, weird, and, that was whatever it was. But, like, I didn't mean to come in here and ruin what you built.
I'm fine. You can leave. Oh,
But, Hallie, just, please don't tell me to leave. Please.
can you go home, please?
Sure, I guess.
Okay, final check until morning. How's your pain on a scale of 1 to 10?
There was no scale for this.
Can you stop that, please?
I'm sorry, it's a nervous take of mine.
Thank you. First time?
Yes,
That's exciting.
it's not the reaction I was expecting.
What reaction did you think?
I don't know, you make fun of me or something. I heard the film industry is a dog-eat-dog world,
Yes, the film industry is quite vicious, but not a bloodthirsty monster.
Thank you. I'm Ruby.
Stella, it's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
Caroline.
That's a lovely name. I'm Stella.
Thanks. You're chipper, ain't you?
Ruby, what's your story?
I'm from Greenville, Alabama. I grew up there with my grandma on our farm. We grew all sorts of things, like cabbage, celery, peppers, anything you can think of. We probably grew it.
Sweet. So, what made you decide that you wanted to be an actress?
My grandma and I would always go to the cinema whenever we got the chance. We watched the classics. I lost myself in those stories and those screens. And I just knew I had to be a part of this world.
Oh, country bumpkin wants to be famous.
Don't let the walking, talking fire hydrant hit you. father was a director. He was always running around doing something. He barely had time to be around family and me. I hated it. The long hours, the way conversations got interrupted by phone calls, the way every holiday felt negotiable if there was a shoot. I told myself I would never do that. I would never build a life out of moments that only mattered if someone pressed record. And one day I picked up the camera myself. And when I looked through it, it was like I was looking at another world. All around me were scenes, people acting in their day-to-day lives. They're telling stories. And I learned that the camera showed a different side of a person. A side that people don't tend to necessarily show. I also learned that there's truth in those little unguarded moments. Not the big speeches and not perfectly delivered lines. Those are nice, sure, but the truth lives in the cracks. In the way someone hesitates before answering a question. The way their smile falters for just a second too long. The camera, it catches that. Can't hide it. I think that's why I understood my father. Not as a distant man always chasing his next project, but as someone who is desperately trying to hold on to something real before it slipped away. Movies aren't just stories, they're evidence. Proof that a moment existed. That someone felt something, even just for a second. And once I realized that, I couldn't walk away from it.
I think that's really good.
It's exhausting and frustrating. Half the time you have no idea what you're doing. But every once in a while, something clicks. And for a moment, it all makes sense.
I hope I get to feel that someday.
Oh, you will. If you're here, you already have the bug.
Does anyone have a makeup wipe? This is a disaster!
Showbiz.
Think she'll be okay?
Oh yeah, she'll survive. They always do.
They?
The ones who think the world is over if they smudge their makeup. Sometimes they make it the furthest.
Really?
Oh yeah. They care maybe about the wrong things, but they do care loudly. This industry tends to reward that.
You ever get scared?
Constantly.
Really?
Right before every audition, right before every job, right before I even say out loud that I'm an actress. But the thing is, you do it anyway.
Even if you're not ready?
You're never ready. That's the secret no one tells you about.
That actually makes me feel a lot better. Okay, it's fixed. No one talk to me.